Deepwater Opal is what we are putting on today. Check out this iridescent German engineered glitter that is coming back for spring of 2022. So when you open your color street, you get your set of nails, which are 16 strips. You get a alcohol pad, prep pad, and a nail file. Every package also has directions somewhere on the package here. You'll find the name and a couple pointers here to use immediately after opening, store at room temperature, and check out their how-to video. All right, so Deepwater Opal, check it out. Dark blue background with some opalescent glitter. Now, I like to cut open, which I don't have it with me, my scissors here, but it comes with a little notch here on the end. I like to open it nicely because I put my nails back into my original package and I heat seal them with a hot iron. Wow, what a difference from when you cut them with the scissors. It's one thing I don't have here today, I'm not sure why. So when you pull these beauties out, check this out. 2 sets of 8. The smell is awesome, I love the smell. So when I'm done, I'm gonna put them back in here. I'm gonna seal it just like when it came, a nice heat sealed dry package. These are 100% nail polish and they will dry out if you leave them out. Sometimes baggies have air leaks, so those aren't even guaranteed to keep your nails dry for the future. Color Street will not guarantee that you can reuse them. I have never had a problem myself. However, I do reseal them as fast as I can after I open them. So I'm just gonna tuck these guys back down in here. Okay, so I'm gonna pick out, because I have shorter nails, 1 strip is gonna fit 2 nails for me. So here's my thumb. Now, a lot of times I'll do a mixed mani. Today I am not, because I just want to quickly put this on. One of these had, I bet you it's in here, a gorgeous, huge piece of glitter on it, I thought I saw. Not sure where that is. Anyway, okay, so thumb, pointer, middle finger. This would be gorgeous in a mixed mani. And I'm kind of running short on time, so I just can't think of what I'd want to mix with it. There's so many possibilities. So those are my pieces. I'm going to tuck these back into my package and heat seal them right away. All right. Heat sealing on the way. Okay, so I've already washed my hands with oil busting soap. I like to use Dawn dishwashing soap. I pushed back my cuticles, filed my nails, and made sure everything was clean. I have a perpetual crack in this nail, so I like to use OPI Nail Envy Original Strength nail strengthener. You can use it on all your nails if you want to. I just use it on this guy. All right, so we're gonna do our thumbs last because our thumbs are our tools. So when you have your nail strip, you peel off that top layer and discard that. You separate the nail color from the backing, which is right here. And this is a nice solid color on the back. This is called the anchor method when you just kind of place it back on there. It just kind of helps you hold it better. Now always make sure your hands are warm, your nails are warm. These strips here, if you want to kind of tuck them underneath your leg or while you're warm, to warm them up a little bit before you put them on, that's an awesome idea. So get it at the base of your nail, not on your skin. If you do get it on the skin, you can either perforate it off or replace it. I have it very close. You can lift it and move it until you're happy with it. Now what I'll do is just push that down. Okay, so when you like where it's at, get a nice seal on this. The secret to these lasting a long time is to make sure they're sticking really good to your nails. It's never going to stay if you have oily nails, dirty nails, wet nails, or you don't push it down good enough. They're going to lift when you run your hands through your hair in the shower, stuff like that. I have lots of tips and tricks on my VIP page to help with those things if you do encounter them. Sorry about the froggy voice here. I usually drink more water. Kind of been hanging out, sorting through all the new nails here. So what I'm doing with this silicone piece is pushing it down all around the edges, around the base, making sure it's adhering nicely. Get it over the edge here. Very nice. Get off any loose pieces that are on the skin. You don't want that to dry on your skin because it will lift off later and you will be unhappy. Now this other piece that's been laying here, you pull off this end tab, discard that, and you now have another piece to put at the base of your fingernail here on the other side. Now if this was a solid, solids show a lot more ridges and bumps and things like that. You can put a double layer and make it extra smooth if you'd like. Get more colors. Some of these are more sheer. This one is nice and solid. So I'm going to punch off that edge. That's garbage. It's a little bigger than my nail here, so I'm going to push things down and then get rid of those pieces on the edge. So again, thumbs are our tools here. I use that to get rid of excess. You can also use the orange stick, cuticle stick, things like that. So I'm going to push that down around the edges here. Again, make sure I have a good seal. A little bit extra here. The more you do this, the better you're going to get, the faster you can go. Right here, I got a little edge that I didn't cover. So I could either use this piece here, which maybe I'll do, not sure. Let's see. Let's see what we can do with that. It's kind of like sticker fun when you were a kid. Place the stickers where you want them. And you can't even tell that that piece didn't originally fit on here. Now, a lot of people push these tips over the edge here and let them dry overnight. It's late at night. I'm going to hop into bed. Believe it or not, I can't believe I did that again, right on that edge. Okay, so we are going to move along. Maybe I'll go back and fix that later. Okay, let's just make sure we got all the oils off here. Seems to not be happily sticking. Okay. So the top clear piece is off. Always make sure that is off. You can warm this up with your breath. You can hold it over a little steam if they're too stiff. If you don't like where it is, lift it up and move it again before you push it down really good. Different ways you can get these off. You can cut them with the scissors. You can grab and pull, but then you can't use that other side on the other nail. I like to push down and perforate with my thumbnail. Just like that. So simple and easy. So again, even though it looks like it's sticking really good, I'm going to make sure that it really is. There we go. All right, so we're going to get rid of this piece here. A little bit over too far to the side. Now you don't want to lift them and move them too many times. They are a little pliable, so you can kind of pull and stretch too if you feel like you need to. This is where I'm bending that over the top. I'll go back tomorrow with a nail file and just file it off at a 90-degree angle, just so there's no edges hanging off and bugging me during the day. That's the wonder of Color Street. It is practically dry when you put it on. It's not going to smudge. The only thing I would not do is wash the dishes, soak my hands in water. Like, I wouldn't take a shower where I'm in a lot of water for a long amount of time. At least for an hour. Give your nails a good hour to finish drying. They're like 95% dry. All right, so far so good here. Okay, again, take that top piece off. It's super staticky, so you got to kind of stick it. Some people get a Mr. Sticky or a lint roller. That can help. Hold on to all your, you're going to find those every once in a while laying around and wonder how in the world it got there. This one's always just a little bit big for my middle finger, but I have wide finger nail beds. So again, smoothing down, perforating off the top. Beautiful dark blue color. Wow. All right, so push that down. A little big on the edges here. Now, some people use a top coat on here. Some people use Clear as Day, which is our clear nail polish, which I love. You get actually twice as many nail strips in that, so you can do, and they come in 2 packages, so you don't have to reseal them. Punch that one a little too close there. We'll see here. I might have to do double layers on some of these. I like that. Push that down real good. Kind of gives me a little longer growth rate. Growing time, sorry. My hands are super duper dry working in a hospital with alcohol, swabbing my hands constantly, washing my hands constantly. Super yucky, super dry. Warm weather should help though. Warm weather is on its way. Today is the first day of spring. Yay. All right, that went in real good. The one thing is when you pick just the one color, and not that it matters if you had different colors, it doesn't go on any slower, but for me, I have to sit and determine, do I want what color where on what finger, and just drives me a little crazy. Once I figure it out though, I'm super happy. Just takes me a little while to get there. But when you do the one, it is super easy. Some of our nail sets come as a mixed mani already, so you don't even have to think twice about it. Maybe just decide which finger you really want each color on, but at least it's all in one package, which I think is an awesome idea. Gosh, this is pretty. Okay, second part. Now, if these get too warm, they'll get like they want to break super easy. So You don't want anything too warm. You don't want to leave them sitting in a humid bathroom, in the sun, in a hot car. Get them out of the mailbox as fast as you can when they're delivered. And if I can lift this up, yep. All right. So yeah, not too warm, not too cold. If it's too cold, they just won't stick well and they'll be tougher or hard. Now, sometimes you find some that have different designs in the middle or on the ends, and you may or may not want the piece that sits where it normally would sit. So you can overlayer your fingernail, and then you would just either cut it with the scissors or pinch it off or punch it off, kind of like I'm doing. See on the edge here? I don't want that there. And some people purposely do that before they get the edges off. You can make some pretty unique, fun manis with Color Street by mixing, matching. You can use magic markers, punch holes to punch out designs. It's pretty fun. Almost done here, guys. See how that end piece just doesn't want to stick down. I think it's just too cold here in the basement. Okay. Other side. Ooh, look at that. Forgot to do my middle nail. Holy cow, it's time for bed. Wonder how long that would have taken to figure out. So I have tons of all these package leftovers that sometimes I share with my sister, my nieces. Sometimes I do my toes, and I even still have leftover. And it's fun sometimes just to pull out one color to accent, and then finally a package is used up. It's funny how I have lots and lots of leftovers. This one is just a little big. And that's why they give you 16 pieces to try to fit. Everyone has different size nails. Some run all on the small end, some wider, some long nails, so you need that many. Ooh, we're getting there. Now, before I do my thumbs, I want to make sure that I don't need to fix any of these. Because once you do your thumbs, you don't want to be pushing, like I said, 95% dry. So you don't want to like do a itty bitty push on there and then it kind of ripples up. I'm thinking I like all these. Now I am also not going to moisturize until tomorrow morning. If this is during the day, I would wait at least a good couple hours to moisturize. Now, I can do one thumb like I normally do, but the last thumb is going to have to be as perfect as possible, which is where my scissors really come in handy here, and I cannot believe, oh, there they are. Ha, found them. Okay, so take off that top piece. I love this color in the LED lights, just gorgeous. Can't wait to see it in the sun tomorrow morning. Okay. I want this just right, covering side to side. Now, you're going to notice the most mistakes and lumps and bumps and pieces that you missed more than anybody else will. So don't be so hard on yourself. If you don't get it perfect, trust me, no one's going to scrutinize every little last bit and piece of your nail. You're going to look down at it and stare at it constantly. And we're all human, right? Okay, so we want to finish this and push it all the way down. Again, because I'm not coming back with that thumb. From this point on, I would have to use the end of my stick to act as my thumbnail, which is fine. Just not totally good with it. I hate to push off too much or ding something until I get really good with them. Okay, now all these strips come with the base coat, the color, and a top coat built in. So you do not need to use a top coat unless you want to. Times I would do it is if you're super hard on your nails, or maybe you got a unicorn retired set that you paid a little extra money for, which, believe it or not, these things are like collector pieces from 5 years ago when Color Street started. And people will pay a lot of money for some of these. Myself, I do not. If I find something for a regular price, I will buy it. They sure are pretty though. Again, people put them, I swear, in vaults, in glass things so they can stare at them. Okay, so this is my last one. So we're going to put that at the base. Make sure I really like it side to side. Now, if this was way too big or anything, I'd try to trim it with scissors. And smooth that guy down really good. Wow, just right. Look at on the edge how much I have left. All right, so again, if you want, you can use scissors here. Just please be careful, don't cut yourself. That only got me so far. So I'm going to push this down real good. Try to use my silicone piece to see if I can get it all the way into the edges. You can use this piece here to break off anything you don't want. I personally love the orange sticks. They act more like a fingernail. A little more, not really sharp, but just kind of cut through a little better. Just like your fingernail would. I hope I'm on camera here, guys. Got a new system. Okay, so got those bits off. I'm going to make sure that's all pushed down. Looking good. All right, again, tomorrow morning, I'm going to come in here with my glass nail file, and at a 90-degree angle, I'm going to file it like this. I'm not going to go on top or side to side or like this. We're going to go like this and just file those edges to clean them up. That's all we're going to do, like that. All right. So that is it, you guys. Thanks for joining me. Deepwater Opal, bringing it back for spring 2022. Look at that. Gotta fix my little pieces here. And don't forget to heat seal your packages. try to save them for later. No guarantees, but definitely worth a try. All right, thanks for joining, guys.